Piercing or a tattoo for the first time, what I would say is make sure that you check out your studio. If you're going for a tattoo, make sure that you check out your artist's portfolio. Look out for the attitude that they have towards your design. You know, take into account their advice as well. You know, at the end of the day, they are a professional, they do a lot of tattoos, so they are going to know just a little bit about what they're talking about.
What I'd say to somebody who hasn't had a tattoo before is really seriously think about it. Take your time, don't rush into it. There's no point, it's going to be there on your skin for life and you've got plenty of time to decide what you want. And somebody who's quite young, you know, who's just turned 18, I'd always kind of advise them to wait a couple of months. They should take the time, wait around, have a look at other stuff, have a look at tattoo images, have a look at, you know, what other people are getting and try and do something different. Try and do something that's unique to them.
Make sure that the studio that you're going to is clean and, you know, they have a really good knowledge about what they're talking about, because you can pick up within about 5 minutes if somebody knows what they're doing. And if you don't feel safe or you feel uncomfortable at all, just walk out. You know, they can't pull you back in and make you have something done. Instrument cleaning as far as piercing goes, and also Matt's tattoo grips, we use a 4-stage program at the moment. What we do is we spray the instruments down with Hygiene, soak them for a little bit. Then I use a nylon autoclavable brush which gets autoclaved every single day. We scrub the serrations of our clamps to make sure that they are spotless. We then dry the Hygiene off, pop them into self-sealable bags, make sure that those are all vacuumed and sealed properly. Then they go into the autoclave for a 40-minute cycle at 134 degrees. The reason that we put them into bags is because the bag itself has a steri indicator on it, so it will show you if it has been through the autoclave. And with the bags, one side is paper, one side is like a acrylic plastic. The paper is one-way permeable. So basically the steam goes in through the paper and then the paper is sealed shut, so it keeps the instrument perfectly clean. Once the instrument comes out of the bag, I always spray mine with 90% isopropyl alcohol, which basically kills anything airborne that could get onto it. Branding iron-wise, the way that we clean our branding tips is pretty simple really. You can't put branding tips in an autoclave, but that's not a problem because there is really no point cooking something at 134 degrees when the actual unit itself runs at 750. So there is nothing really that's going to live on there. So all you're doing is making sure that the tip is nice and smooth, that there's sort of any sooty detritus has been cleaned off. And what we do with that is we use Hygiene, spray a little bit of Hygiene, we use a brass brush and we give it a very vigorous rub with the brass brush to make sure that it's all nice and clean. And usually what I will do sometimes as well is just run the machine at full pelt for a couple of minutes just to make absolutely sure.